Hi everyone, Martha here. Let's glam these loads of gorgeousness here. If you missed out on the eyeshadow and lips tutorial, you can go back and check it out. I posted the full detailed tutorials on this eyeshadow and lips. To begin with, I'll go straight with my micellar water to clean her face properly and thoroughly, and after that I'll be going in with my green tea setting spray to set her face. Before we start, you can see that glow there, yes, and I'm going to make sure that I dry it before I go in with my moisture potion to properly hydrate her skin. Yes, so that moisture potion is what I always go for. I don't know, it just works for me properly, and I'm just going to use this to massage her skin properly and make sure that it's properly moisturized. Then I'll be using my Vaseline lip therapy on her lips, and then we'll go in with my elf primer to make sure that her face has that powerful grip, and I'm going to just apply this on her face to make sure that her face has that perfect grip before we go in with our foundation. Now for my foundation, I'll be using the JD foundation in the shade 0604, and I'll be using this shade for her contour in the shade 09 Espresso, and I'm just going to apply this all over her face. And for the shade that I'm going to be using for my contours, I'll be using it in the contour area. Just make sure you blend in thoroughly and properly. Now just go in with my liquid blush. Yes, I'll be using this Beauty Line. That's my favorite palette for now. Yes, I'll be using that to apply my liquid blush. I am a lover of blush. I mean, I don't know which makeup artist is not, but I am a lover of blush, and I'll just go ahead and use my brush to apply that blush on her cheek zone, but make sure that it's on the elevated part of the cheekbone to give it that lift. She was already super excited for the glam already. She checked it out and was like, oh, I'm looking so beautiful already. Yes, so I'll just apply that a little on the tip of her nose. I still love to do that, yeah. And I'll just go in with my JD concealer. I'll just apply this on her T-zone, on her T areas. To apply your concealer, please make sure that you take your time to apply it properly. After applying that, I'll just go in straight with my brush to blend out my concealer, and make sure that when you're blending your concealer, you're taking your time to blend it out properly. Don't forget, blending is everything when it comes to your makeup, and skin work is everything. Done with my brush, I still like to go in a little with my beauty blender to just make sure that I just have that little seamless blend before I move into the next phase, of which I'm going to use my setting spray to just set that foundation and concealer before we move in to setting our face with our powder. You can use your setting powder to do this, but I prefer to use my compact powder to set her face. While setting her face, you have to make sure you're taking your time to do that. Press in that powder very well, and now I'll just use my powder palette and just go all over her skin, and we'll go straight to contouring her nose. When it comes to my nose contour, I like to do dry contouring. I don't know, I just find it more satisfying. So just went straight in with her blush, my powder blush, and now I'll just go straight in with my setting powder. I'm using this Flawless Ivy in the shade Butter. Now we'll just go straight with baking. Please, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're pressing that powder, that setting powder, very well inside her skin, because that is the essence of your baking. Make sure that you press in that setting powder, let it sit inside the skin properly. We'll just go straight ahead to remove the hairband so that I can touch her forehead rather. You know, when you have that hairband, you always create that line. So I just went ahead and just touch it a little bit and making sure that we don't mess up her edges. For the eyebrows, the other part of the brows is I don't know, should I say the edges are covering it a little, so we'll just be systematic about drawing the eyebrows. And for our eyeshadow, I'll be using the CPD Better Than Chocolate palette. You know that this is my always go-to palette. I love this palette so much. I love Annie's Beauty, but like I always say, this is always my favorite as well. And I'll just go straight ahead. The detailed eyeshadow tutorial, you can check my previous post where I did a step-by-step shadow tutorials on this beautiful look. She was so super excited, guys, and I'm also happy she was loving everything about the look. Yes. Next up, we'll go straight in with her lips. Like I said, check my previous posts for the detailed eyeshadow and lip tutorials on this beautiful look. I'm a lover of blush. I'll just go ahead and intensify on that blush and make it to pop it better. Yes, and I'm going to be using that soft shade to make sure that the blush is popping just the way I want it to pop. For my highlighter, I didn't know that I didn't show you guys, but I'll be putting up the name on my description box. But I don't know, I think it's Flawless Ivy highlighter. I can't remember, but I'll check it again and put up in my description box so you guys can go and check it out. I use this highlighter a lot and I love this highlighter so much, guys. Like I always say, when it comes to makeup, you just have to know the product that really works for you. Go back in with my setting spray, make sure that I push in that product and make sure that my face are properly set. And you can see that glow. This is finishing. This is beautiful finish. And you guys, before I forget to mention again, there is absolutely no filter on this video. This is what you see is what you see. This absolutely zero filter on this video, and I'm loving every bit of this look.
So I just want to show you how much glue I am using.
For my finishing, I'll be using this JD compact powder in the shade blonde to do the finishing for my highlights. This powder palette is, or this compact powder rather, is very beautiful, and it's perfect for your finishing touches. Very perfect. So I'll be using that compact powder in the shade blonde to finish up my beautiful look. You've been following my tutorial, you know that this is my go-to locking spray. Very beautiful spray, works perfectly well for me as well. And I'll just make sure that I lock in that beautiful makeup and making sure that that makeup stays. You guys, absolutely zero filter. This makeup looks so beautiful. Everything is sitting perfectly well, and you know that the longer you carry the makeup, the more it will sit in and the more it's going to set properly on her face. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love every bit of this look. Let's change up and so you see the finishing look. Voila, damn, I like. She is looking like 10/10 minus nothing. That smile, everything is giving. And I forget to mention, she's the hairstylist. She's a very good hairstylist. She's the one that installed her hairs from her at Duni's Beauty Hair Place. She is a very beautiful hairstylist. Do well to patronize her and check her out on Instagram at Duni's Hair Place. Yes guys, if you know you've not liked, subscribe, share, please do that. See you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Bye.